Welcome, low ego action heroes. This is Debbie Levitt from DeltaCX.com. We're a full service CX and UX agency, and this is our short Friday stream for reacting to stuff that people send in. If you'd like to send something in and get it on the long list, you can go to deltacx.link/reaction. Remember that this coming Monday is my full podcast stream looking at bootcamp and online course and university curricula. If you have something to send in, send it to reaction before Monday's stream so I can take a look at it and queue it up. So knowing that these are short streams, let's take a quick look at some stuff. And today we'll try to take a super quick look at, I think I've got 6 things queued up that people have sent me recently. These are recent things. Those of you who sent me things a couple of weeks ago, I didn't get to them yet. They are on the list. So we should be looking at my screen now. Yep. And I've got the chat room open as well in case anybody joining live has a question or a comment. So I do get sent some Reddit things. This one says, I have a master's in interaction design. I'm a UX intern, mostly doing research. I'm interested in accessibility and writing. I don't care that much about visual design. I know the basics. I had a chat with a senior UX designer and they mentioned to land a junior job, I have to polish my UI design skills and to become at least adept and quick with the tools. Do you agree? They mentioned that many UX roles are usually for seniors, while for juniors, UI roles are more common. So maybe Germany. And how quick does quick mean? How much time am I supposed to spend to design a simple landing page or login sign-up sequence in Figma? So to give a quick reaction to this, which is an extremely good question to whoever asks that out there, Reddit user Wolfgang146, in general, if you are going to specialize in research, I would not expect you to be able to do any visual design, and I wouldn't necessarily expect you to be fantastic with tools. However, very often, some people want to see early concepts at the end of research, especially if you're also the interaction designer. But even if you're not, sometimes people want to see early concepts. That means you have to have a little bit of knowledge of at least one of the tools, whether that's Adobe XD, Figma, Sketch, Axure, something else, to be able to just say, here's a high-level idea based on what we saw in research. Now, that's not terribly common. Usually we leave that to the information architects and interaction designers. I think you can't go wrong spending a few hours in these tools and knowing your way around them. But if you are going to specialize in research, I don't believe that you have to be a visual designer. I don't believe that you should have a visual design portfolio. I don't believe you should be assessed for your visual design skills. I recognize that some junior jobs are looking for the jack of all unicorns and they expect you to be everything to everybody. But I would say, if you don't want to do visual design, don't polish up visual design skills. Because remember, if you think, I'll just polish up my visual design skills, I'll learn a little Figma, and you get a job that expects you to do some visual design in Figma, the more they expect you to do that, the less you're doing the research and the other things you wanted to do. So don't be in a rush to do visual design if that's not what you really want to do all day. Same's true for coding and anything else. That's my quick reaction to this. Remember, these are quick reactions, so that's a short version. The next was the same 2 comments under the same Reddit post. So the Reddit post said, tell me about a time when leadership didn't agree with your design. How did you handle this experience? And this person, Jazuni, who I don't know, said, not your job to make decisions. Your job is to present your argument as convincingly as you can with facts and research. When the decision is made, right or wrong, you do it. Don't take it personal. There may be other factors that determine the decision that has nothing to do with UX. Looks like somebody wants me to react to that. And I would say that while that is unfortunately true and what's happening at many companies where we don't get to make decisions about CX or UX, we don't get to make decisions in our domain, I think that if we ever want to see that changed, we do have to say something. We can't just say, well, the decision was made, I'm just going to go with it. That doesn't sound like what we're there to do. Now, of course, you can't turn everything into a battle. You have to pick your battles. But I think if we are looking to be seen more as partners or specialists or things like that, we can't just say, hey, here's my data, you make the decision, I'll wait here and do whatever you like. That doesn't sound very problem finder, problem solver. That sounds a little order taker. So I would say, while this is unfortunately the reality at many jobs, if we want to change that, we have to make that first change. The process is not going to change until we start changing. Do something, make decisions, and push for decisions to go in a certain direction. Now, of course, this really would benefit from a longer conversation, but this is the short reaction video stream. So, I'm moving on. This was a longer reaction to the same thing, and I'm not too sure what I'm supposed to react to here, because this was someone's story about, something going wacky at their job and so on and so forth, and it was a good story. So I don't know what you want me to respond to, so I'm just going to move on. Elijah is here in the chat room and says, have you heard of our design thinking? Not really, because I don't hang out on Reddit. Was considering wading into there and causing mayhem, but I'm not a fan of Reddit anyways. Yeah, and I'm also not a fan of mayhem. I am a whistleblower personality, and I am a stand up and say something personality, and I am a leave it better than you found it personality, but I'm not a mayhem personality. So I would say don't cause mayhem just to cause mayhem. And design thinking at this point is religion. It would be like showing up to a religion Reddit and telling them, y'all have Jesus wrong. Oh, forget it. Not worth it. So let's move on. This was from some days ago, but I screenshot it when it was fresh. And this is from Joe Natoli, and I am not connected to him, so this was passed my way. And he had posted to LinkedIn saying, there are all sorts of folks in the UX and design professions working at all sorts of levels, using a vast array of processes and procedures. I agree. Just because those aren't officially sanctioned processes and procedures does not make them any less legitimate. Well, now we're shouting, and I'm not too sure what he's shooting for here. What is an officially sanctioned process? I mean, at this point, some people think design thinking is an officially sanctioned process. Some people think design sprints are an officially sanctioned process. So I don't even know what he's referring to here. So I want to warn all y'all, when you are posting on social media, and especially LinkedIn, where you are really trying to look good to your coworkers and your industry community, don't vague book. Do not be vague about what you mean, because now I don't even know what he means. What are people doing in UX jobs that isn't an officially sanctioned process? And who are these officials doing the sanctioning? I'm lost and confused. And then he says it's not anyone's place to pass judgment on who is and who is not worthy of their job titles, including me. But it sounds like he's passing judgment here. So I feel like we're in a little bit of a snake eating tail moment. He's passing judgment on whoever he's vague booking about. That's the best I can tell here. People in the chat room, tell me if I'm off. I would love to hear I'm wrong. If you can do the work, you can do the work. Well, that would be the reflexive property, A equals A. So yeah, if you can do the work, you can do the work. But of course, in my world, and we can slide out our good friend phases of proficiency, I want to make sure you're doing the work well. You can't just do the work. You got to do it well. You can't just do dentistry. I want you to do my dentistry well. So, I'm not totally sold on that you can do the work, because there's a lot of people right now out there right now who think they're doing the work. They're not necessarily doing the work. There's always more than one way to do the job, and you should ignore anyone or anything promoting some predictive set of criteria that you must adhere to. So again, I'm not feeling this. So it's really tough to say ignore anyone or anything. I mean, should we really ignore anyone or anything that's promoting a predictive set of criteria? A predictive set of criteria is a process. Am I not defining this correctly? So he wants to say there are a vast array of processes and procedures, but you should ignore anyone promoting a process or procedure that you must adhere to. I don't get it. I feel like, even though I agree with some of what he's saying, I feel like he undoes himself with vague booking and circular logic. So I wouldn't say that you have to adhere to any one thing. And to me, the beauty about user-centered design is that it's flexible. You get to pick strategically what you're going to do and not do, and how you're going to do it, and which methodologies you're going to choose. So I'm not sure what he's referring to. That seems to be some predictive set of criteria everybody must adhere to that looks like this, because to me, user-centered design and human-centered design have fluidity to them and flexibility based on the project and the team and the budget and the time and things like that. So focus on the outcomes. If they're good outcomes, it doesn't matter how you got there. I don't think I agree. You do want good outcomes, but it might matter how you got there. And then he writes, fuck gatekeeping. And I'm not sure why, because I'm not sure what this has to do with gatekeeping. And Darren and I keep telling you there is no gatekeeping. Just because some jobs and people have standards doesn't mean there is gatekeeping. So looking at some comments here, Darren says, masterful response to Natoli, and being vague fosters ambiguity and subjectivism. A truly academic mindset does not ignore things. Interesting take from someone professing to be an educator. Elijah says, yeah, like a friend of the show said, you can be doing the wrong thing very well. That's Larry. So just because you're doing the work doesn't mean the work is actually worth doing. Darren says a truly academic mindset does not ignore things. It thoroughly examines them. Interesting take from someone. Oh, okay, he said that already. Sorry, I saw it twice. And Elijah says, what is your definition of good outcomes? What is good work? That's true too. At some companies, a good outcome is we release this product fast, it kind of sucks, and we'll fix it later. That's actually a good outcome to them. So this is all completely mysterious and unknown, but you know me. Let's work at the science and technique phase, not as at the building blocks phase. Let's care about our processes and outcomes. That's how I see it. So I'm going to have to give Joe 2 dogs out of 5 on this one. I think there's a couple of good ideas in here, but they get lost in kind of what comes off as anger, vague booking, and then some sort of shot at gatekeeping that seems to be designed to get likes. So I would have to put this a little bit more in the clickbait category than that's another thing that I look for. Is this meaningful, actionable, and helpful? What can any of us do after reading this? I don't know what to do or what to do differently. I don't know what not to do. I don't know what processes he suggests. I don't know if he suggests no process. So I don't know. I'll give him 2 dogs, and we'll move on. This was sent to me, and it looks like it's someone's response to something else. So it looks like some company I've never heard of says, human-centered design is a framework used to solve problems in more creative and innovative ways. Maybe. That sounds like design thinking. It starts with building empathy for unmet human needs. Okay, that's got to be design thinking, because empathy is about feeling for people and feeling their emotions. You can't have empathy for a need. I don't know. This is starting to get a little bit meta to me. But I think somebody wanted me to react to this person who I don't know and I'm not connected to, and they might be fantastic and wonderful, but I don't know them. So disclaimer there. And this person wrote, this feels so obsolete. Designing for and human-centric design need to be relegated to history books. If we want to have any future whatsoever, we need to urgently shift to designing with and life-centric design. And these are just 2 most glaring failures of the post below, besides a serious lack of legibility for something so human-centered. Okay, so I am in the camp that believes that we have to stop fighting over user versus customer versus human versus life. And I think that we are making ourselves look like a really young and immature and Wild West and unstandardized and confused bunch of people when we're fighting over, no, it's human-centered design, no, it's user-centered design, no, it's life-centered design, no, it's anti-fragility design. I am so tired of all of this. And what did Joe just say? If we're going to do good processes the right way and come out with good outcomes, though I'm certainly improving on what Joe said, if we're going to do good processes and with humans in mind and do them the right way and have good outcomes and be user-centric, customer-centric, human-centric, why are we still fighting over these words? We just look ridiculous. Everybody, please stop. It's if we want to have any future whatsoever, that is so inflated, and that's going to make this person lose. Even if they had a good point here, they can undo their own point by looking like, oh my God, this is we're all about to die here. Sylvia says focusing on words can make you miss the point. I think so. I think there's a lot worse things happening in here than is it life-centered design or human-centered design. So let's take a look at someone sent a job. I've got LinkedIn messages. Now, I don't know why someone wanted me to look at this job, and then we're going to wrap up for the day. What do I give this? I don't know. This person, I don't know. Everything's going wrong here, so I'm going to just give it 1 dog out of 5. This was a job, but I'm not sure why someone sent it to me because it's not CX or UX. So I'm not sure why it's worth my time in the stream or your time in the stream to respond to a job for web designer and digital marketing manager. I assume, because it came with no comments, that this person wants me to comment on how many different tasks they've added to this person's job. And we already know that I'm against moving target jobs that have too many tasks added to the job. But at the same time, this isn't a job in our industry, so it's not really worth me trying to fight this. We're not really in the web design business because we usually don't work with WordPress themes and cPanel and PHP and SQL databases and stuff like that. So this is kind of outside of our world, and I agree that this seems like they want a lot of tasks and things because they want you to design print stuff and they want you to make marketing videos and you have to know code and all this stuff. It does seem unreasonable, but it's outside of our realm. So what do you want me to do about it? It's a wacky job. Don't apply. Send them my training. You could. My training won't appeal to them because this isn't a CX or UX job. So 1 dog for weird job that seems to want way too many things from one person. Ralitza says, hi, Debbie. Will you also do bootcamp reviews today? No, those have all been moved to Monday. So basically, because I got so many, so many. So let me show you. Let's see, we still have my screen shared. So this is my list of reactions based on what you've all sent me. All of these are the boot camps, online courses, and uni degrees that you've sent. I'm going to go through these on Monday. If you have more to add, send them now. The blue are for the reaction streams on Fridays in the future, so I am saving them. But if you have any boot camps, online courses, or uni degrees you want me to react to, do send them in deltacx.link/ let me switch back, /reaction. That's where I'm going to collect them. /reaction. You got to send them in by the end of the weekend so I have them queued up for Monday's stream. And remember, these are going to be short reactions. I'm not going to take the time to deeply get the program. I'm not going to take the time to interview people who teach it or people who've taken it. I am just going to look at the website and give you a gut feeling based on the website. The gut feeling might be right or wrong. I'm also going to read you some YouTube comments from the previous Friday streams where I did talk about some boot camps and online and courses and university degrees and got some interesting responses from people. So we'll probably start with those and then we'll move into the list I just showed you that has all kinds of ones we haven't looked at yet. But remember, these are just going to be quick gut reactions to how the website explains the program. If it's a great program that's explained badly, bad news, I'm probably going to think it's garbage. Chang says, not too late. Kind of late. I'm wrapping up now. Any other thoughts or questions before I call it a stream? Because I'm trying to make the Friday ones only 15 or 20 minutes to just go over a handful of things, get in, get out, move on. So if you have any last thoughts or questions, let's hear them because then we're going to wrap up. But I will see everybody on Monday for the long version of of the boot camp and other curricula. That'll officially be episode 110. So it will also go out as a podcast. Any other thoughts or questions? Hi, Stuti. Hi, Kayleen. Hi to everybody who was here. And thanks to people who have sent things in. I promise I'm saving them. I know some of them have been there for weeks. I did not do this stream last week, but Monday timing, great question, Stuti. So basically, all of my streams are usually 6:30 p.m. Italy time. So please adjust that for wherever you are. It's about 20 minutes ago. Whatever time it was 20 minutes ago is the time that I go live almost all the time. Also remember, next Tuesday will be Office Hours Ask Me Anything with special guests Darren Hood and Dr. Nick Fine. That happens once a month on the second Tuesday, also at 6:30 p.m. Italy time. And of course, please subscribe here on the YouTube channel. We are coming close to celebrating 2,000 subscribers, which I'm very proud of because I didn't buy any of them or do something weird to make everybody sign up. I didn't make a reaction video to something very popular to show up in search. So another quick note is we are running a giveaway this month. So deltacx.link/giveaway down there. Ooh, smiley face. Hi, Raj. Thanks for subscribing. Yes, it is Three Musketeers Tuesday coming up. So if you want to enter deltacx.link/giveaway, just give me your email address. And this month I will be buying someone on Amazon the Information Architecture for the World Wide Web, or that's what it used to be called, for the Web and Beyond book, because y'all need to learn some information architecture. So that will be this month's giveaway. I will buy you the book. And, that's not exactly a large value item, but I am still happy to spend my own money to buy you this book as this month's giveaway. I did pick a giveaway winner for April. You won a free hour of coaching from me. I emailed you, but I haven't heard from you. So if that's you, let me know. So that's it. This is just going to be the short version today. I'm just trying to make the Friday ones short and react to a few things and move on. So let's see. I guess we will play our way out of here. And everybody have, Angie says, can you post the book link? Not easily, because I'm trying to shut down the stream. But if you just go to the interwebs and look for Information Architecture for the Web and Beyond, you'll see an O'Reilly book with a polar bear on it. And this would be the one with the teal cover. Whoever wins, I will check if they want paper or Kindle, but make sure you live somewhere where Amazon can ship to you. So people are welcome to enter from anywhere in the world. And if Amazon can ship to you, or you can use Amazon Kindle and you win, I will buy you the book. Ciao, Debbie. Ciao, Chang. So thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend. Wear 72 masks, and I will see you on Monday or in the Slack channel.
Delta CX, available for CX and UX consulting, projects, and training. Contact us for a free consultation